Pant changed the game. Pujara dug in. Ashwin, Bahari with a shredded hamstring. It's like we had 5 days of Test cricket in the space of 7 hours. Like, I still can't quite get over what a remarkable day it was.
That isn't for you, Adam. That's for Test cricket. That wasn't for you. That was for Test cricket. I mean, we saw everything that you and me, if we had the felicity, would write poems about. Because we saw resilience, we saw this back to the wall fight, we saw denial, we saw a young man riding his steed into battle and trying to force the enemy to retreat. Oh, it was a day for literature today. But Rishabh Pant, Cheteshwar Pujara, two completely different people. Pujara starts in 2010. I have no idea how old Rishabh Pant was. He's just a child. Much like Shubman Gill and Rohit Sharma batting together. So we're seeing so many generations batting together and batting in their own style. I mean, Pujara is one for the ages because he bats for the ages. And Rishabh Pant. I mean, when Pant came, and I don't know if you felt that way too, Adam. When Pant came in, I thought, who's this guy? I seem to recognize him. He's 5 of 34 balls. Has he strayed onto a set or something? Was he just walking by somewhere and they put a costume on him and said, go and play that part because he was somebody else? I thought that he plays vigilante roles, doesn't he? And he was stuck in a family drama or something. You know, he's just trying to be somebody else. But how good was the riposte? He hit 45 of the next 30 and took on Nathan Lyon, who I thought with Cummins would be the key for Australia.
It just changed the entire tempo of that morning session. So until that point, I mean, Ajinkya Rahane, we spent so much time discussing the importance of Pujara and Rahane batting for a session. When he gets out with 10 balls into the day, I mean, you're kind of thinking, well, Jadeja fractured thumb, Hunt hurt himself in the first innings. This could end up happening pretty quickly, as things often do on the 5th day of a test match, not least when it's the end of a long tour. But Punt's elevation ahead of Bahari was an inspired one. We saw at the Oval in 2018, Harsha, when we were there watching that test match between England and India, that Pant in the second innings gave them a chance to win a test match they had no right to win. He made 114, his maiden test century, alongside KL Rahul on that occasion. And he batted with such joy, clearing the rope time and time again. And after that slow start, that's what we saw today. It was calculated hitting off Nathan Lyon especially, and it just changed the dynamic. It meant that Lyon wasn't able to have that magic dust that he sometimes will have on a final day. He had to fight really hard to stay in the contest, and Pant was the man who changed that dynamic.
The wicket was a bit unfair on Nathan Lyon. I mean, if you had told Nathan Lyon, last test match, last day, Sydney Cricket Ground, I'm giving you 131 overs, he'd have said, nah, keep 30, give me 100. Or he said, keep 40, give me 90, that's good enough for me. There's nothing in the track for Nathan Lyon. But for Rishabh Pant, I mean, the reason, as Ajinkya Rahane mentioned, was a bit tame, that they wanted left-right combination there. I mean, we thought, hang on, what message are you sending to Vihari here? Are they testing Pant out as a specialist batsman? But once he started going at that halfway mark, 407 to get, the halfway mark, India had made 205, I think, at one point, and they had 56, 60 overs or something to get to the 200 runs. And you thought, if this fellow plays a Kushal Pereira kind of innings, then who knows where you're headed. But you live by the sword, you fall by the sword. It just became another chapter on a great day when he got out. I just love the fact that in our sport, Adam, you can have room for a Pujara and you can have room for a Pant, and both playing for the same objective.